Hello to my friends and colleagues at Unity Worldwide Ministries. As you know, we are applying for the Templeton Grant. This is our second request. I am aware that one of the criteria for consideration is financial support of Unity Worldwide Ministries. I felt I could communicate what I wanted to say better by video than trying to put this into writing, hence the purpose of including this conversation or monologue in with our grant request. Up until November 2016, Unity of Pasadena distributed 10% of our contributions divided equally among Unity Worldwide Ministries, Unity World Headquarters, and Unity Southwest Region. So put a pin in that. If you look at our first grant request and look at our financials, you will notice that at that time when we submitted our financials for 2016, we ended the year at negative around $25,000. Put a pin in that. And now I want to bring the two together. We had been contributing out of our lack, really, rather than our abundance. Unity of Pasadena had been running a negative deficit, a deficit of about $25,000 a year since 2011, and it was depleting its reserves to the point that we would have been having a conversation on that rate. We would have been having a conversation by 2018, this year, of how we would be closing the ministry. We could no longer afford to run at that type of a negative. Therefore, in 2017, we made the decision to really take a good look at how we were stewarding our resources, which was a combination of two things. It was one, looking at how we can better use the physical resources and look at creating additional revenue streams, which we did largely through rental to 12-step groups and other classes and outside presenters. And then we also certainly looked at what was happening on the expense side, where we could make trim without affecting our quality of ministry. And one of the ways that we knew we had to do that was to look at how we were distributing our tithes. It was my perspective, and I believe in tithing. I actually give 12% of my salary back to Unity of Pasadena. So I'm a believer in the principle of giving and receiving as expressed through tithing. However, what was very abundantly clear to us is that we were giving actually out of our lack rather than our abundance, because we were continuing to send out anywhere from $1,000 to $1,200 a month, which continued to increase this deficit amount we were operating at. So in looking at how we were going to steward our resources, we made the decision to not distribute 10% of our income anymore. And because our region has the smallest giving base, we send a small amount of money each month to support our region. Between the increase in contributions and other revenue streams and the decrease in the expenses across the board, including, as I said, our distribution of tithes, you will notice in the financials we are providing for you, our year 2017 closed at negative just shy $10,000. The vision for 2017 was that we would decrease our deficit to be somewhere between 10 to 15,000, which was believable for us as a community. It was not believable that we could address a $25,000 deficit in a 12-month period of time, particularly given that for the previous 5 years, we had been operating at that deficit. For us to have ended our year at just under negative 10,000 was a huge success. Our vision for 2018 is to break even. We see this as the year through, again, additional revenue streams as well as an increase in giving, to be able to come to that place where we are in the black. And part of that for us, part of our growth, I believe, is the ability to enhance our audio and visual capacity, and why we are applying for the grant once again. It is our desire and our intention, certainly mine, because I have a great affinity for our work with Unity Worldwide Ministries. I support what we're doing, to be able to be a financial contributor to that work. My vision and our vision here that as we break even for 2018, we then are in a position to resume giving from our abundance and resume giving in a way that supports the work of the Unity movement in all three areas: our region, Unity Worldwide Ministries, and Unity World Headquarters. So that's how I bring those two strands together of the negative, the reason why we stopped giving financially to Unity Worldwide Ministries, and that negative that you saw in our first grant request, and ask you to take into consideration the strides that we've made as a community. I know there are several ministries, I have no doubt there are several ministries who are requesting the Templeton Grant. I wanted to share this with you so that you have an understanding of who we are as a ministry and what we're moving toward, and the fact that we are vibrant, we are growing, and we are a viable and sustainable ministry that would benefit greatly through this grant. So please hold us in consideration around that, and know that we support the work that Unity Worldwide Ministries is doing, and look forward to the point in time where we can be an active financial participant in the abundance to Unity Worldwide Ministries as well. Thank you for your consideration. Many blessings.